Question number 1. A lift can hold 2000 kg, friction is 4000 Newton and power provided is 60 HP. 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. Find the maximum speed with which lift can move up. First option 1.9 meters per second, second option 1.7 meters per second, third option 2 meters per second, fourth option 1.5 meters per second. Now solution. Total power can be written as power due to frictional force plus power due to weight, total weight. So that is 60 HP. 1 HP is equal to 746. So that is equal to friction is given 4000 into V plus weight 2000 mass into 10 into V, because we know that power is equal to F into V formula. Power P is equal to F into V, or that implies V can be written as 60 into 746 divided by 4000 plus 2000, 20,000, that is equal to 60 into 746 divided by 24,000. So 60, 24,000 cancel, so 400 remaining, that is equal to 746 by 400, that is equal to 1.86 or approximately 1.9 meter per second. Next, second question. A particle is released at a point A. Find its kinetic energy at point P, given m is equal to 1 kg and all surfaces are frictionless. See, observe the diagram here. In the diagram, it is given from A particle is moving along the curved path as shown in the figure, reaches the point B and again it reaches to point P. So therefore, kinetic energy, so Ke at P can be written as potential energy at A minus potential energy at P. So that is equal to mgh, where h is given 2 meters, minus mg into at P, height is given 1 meters. So that is equal to 2 mg minus 1 mg, that is equal to 1 into mg, or that is equal to m is given 1 kg in the question. So g is taken as 10 meters per second square, so that our answer is 10 joules. Kinetic energy at point P is equal to 10 joules. Next, question number 3. A lift of mass 920 kg has a capacity of 10 persons. If average mass of person is 68 kg, friction force between lift and lift shaft is 6000 Newton. The minimum power of motor required to move the lift upward with constant velocity 3 meters per second is, small g is equal to 10 meters per second square. So here solution. Here the force, the minimum power we should estimate. Before that, we know that power is equal to force into velocity. So that first of all we should find out the force. So F is equal to force due to weight, that is 920 kg lift weight, plus 10 persons are there in the lift. Each person weight is 68 kg. So this is into G. This is the total force weight of the lift as well as 10 persons acting in the downward direction. While lift is moving vertically upwards, so frictional force is also acting in the downward direction, that is given 6000 Newton. So that is equal to 920 plus 680 into G value 10 plus 6000. So that is equal to 1600 into 10 plus 6000. That is equal to 16,000 plus 6,000. So that is equal to 22,000 newtons is the force. And we know that power P is equal to F into V. Velocity V is given in the question, that is 3 meters. 3 meters is given, 3 meter per second. So therefore, P is equal to 22,000 into 3. So that is equal to 66,000 watt is the answer. Option 1 is the right answer. Next question number 4. Particle moves from point A to point B along the line shown in figure under the action of force. F bar is equal to minus x I cap plus y j cap. Determine the work done on the particle by F bar in moving the particle from point A to point B. Observe the graph here. So, a particle is moving from point A to point B, that is from x axis to y axis. So that now we should estimate the work done in moving a particle by a force F bar from point A to point B. See the solution. We know that first of all, dW can be written as F into d or F bar dot dr bar or F into dr. So, F is given as minus x into I cap plus y into j cap is given into dr bar can be written as dx into I cap plus dy into j cap, or that implies dW is equal to dot product minus x into dx plus y into dy. So therefore, total work done W is equal to integral dW, that is equal to integral minus x dx. X value changes from 1 to 0, x axis to y axis 1 to 0, plus integral y coordinate changes from 0 to 1, y into dy. So that implies W is equal to minus x square by 2 limits 1 to 0 plus y square by 2 limits 0 to 1, or that is equal to, see here upper limit 0, minus 0 square by 2 0, and minus of minus 1 square by 2, that is 1. So 1 by 2 plus in the second term. In the place of y, if we put 1 square, that is 1 by 2 minus 0. So 1 by 2 minus 0 is 1 by 2. So that is 1 joule is the answer. 1 joule, that is option A is the right option. Next question. Question number 5. A mass M attached to spring of natural length L0 and spring constant K. One end of string is attached to center of disc in horizontal plane. which is being rotated by constant angular speed omega. Find extension per unit length in spring given k is very greater than 2 m omega square. So solution, let us assume that in the solution, let us assume that a spring is attached to a disc. This is left side, this is a disc, and this disc is rotating with an angular velocity omega. Let us assume that L naught is the unstretched length of the spring, K spring constant. When the spring is rotating about an axis or about the disc, so let us assume that X is the elongation in the spring. When it is rotated around the circular disc, so centrifugal force Fc can be written as m omega square into L naught plus elongation. But restoring force developed in the spring can be written as F into Kx. So from these two we can write it as, therefore, m omega square into L naught plus x is equal to Kx, or L naught plus x divided by x is equal to k divided by m omega square, or L naught by x plus 1 is equal to k divided by m omega square, or that implies L naught by x is equal to, if we can write this plus 1 onto the right side, it becomes minus 1, and directly you can write here k minus m omega square divided by m omega square, or x divided by L naught is equal to m omega square divided by k minus m omega square, or that implies, so x divided by L naught can be written as m omega square divided by k, because in the question it is given k is very less than to m omega square. So in the denominator, comparatively in the subtraction, m omega square can be neglected. So therefore our answer is elongation per unit length x by L naught is equal to m omega square k. That is option, first option is the right option. M omega square by k is the right option. Yes, 2019 JEE mains questions. First question, a force acts on a 2 kg object so that its position is given as a function of time as x is equal to 3t square plus 5. What is the work done by this force in first 5 seconds? First option 850 joules, second option 950 joules, third option 875 joules, fourth option 900 joules. See the solution. Here given x is equal to 3t square plus 5, by differentiating it with respect to time on both sides, we will get velocity. V is equal to d by dt of 3t square plus 5. So d by dt of 3t square is equal to 6 into t, and d by dt of 5 constant, so 0, that is velocity is equal to 6 into t. At time t is equal to 0 seconds, so velocity u, initial velocity is equal to 0, 6 into 0, that is equal to 0 meter per second. At time t is equal to 5 seconds, so final velocity is equal to 6 into 5, that is equal to 30 meter per second. So therefore, according to work energy theorem, we know that according to work energy theorem, W is equal to change in kinetic energy delta KE, that is equal to half m v square minus half m u square. So that is equal to half into mass is given in the question 2 kg, final velocity 30, so whole square, minus half into 2 into 0 square. Here in the first term 2 to cancel, that is equal to 30 square is 900 minus second term 0, so that is equal to 900 joules is the answer, that is option 4 is the right option. Second question. A block of mass m is kept on a platform which starts from rest with constant acceleration g by 2 upwards as shown in figure. Work done by normal reaction on block in time t is. Solution. If this case is assumed as an elevator, so elevator is moving vertically upwards. For example, let us assume here a body of mass m, weight of the body is acting vertically downwards and normal reaction is acting vertically upwards. Still, the platform or a body is moving vertically upwards with an acceleration a is equal to g by 2. Therefore, here the net force acting on the body n minus mg is equal to ma, net force, or n is equal to ma plus mg, that is equal to m into a plus g, or that implies n is equal to m into a is given g by 2 plus g. So g by 2 plus g is equal to 3g by 2. So therefore 3mg divided by 2. And in the question it is mentioned clearly, a block of mass m is kept on a platform which starts from rest. Starts from rest is nothing but initial velocity 0. So therefore from s is equal to ut plus half at square displacement. So s is equal to 0 plus half into at square, where a is given half into g by 2 into t square. So that is equal to g t square by 4. Now work done due to normal reaction, W is equal to n bar dot s bar, n bar dot s bar. Ns cos theta, here n and s are parallel to each other, so n into s only. Theta is equal to 0 between n and s, normal reaction and displacement of the platform. So W is equal to 3mg by 2 n value into s value g t square by 4. So that is equal to 3mg square t square divided by 8 is the answer. That is option 4. Option 4 is the right answer. Next question. A particle which is experiencing a force given by F bar is equal to 3 I bar minus 12 J bar undergoes a displacement of d bar is equal to 4 I bar. If the particle had a kinetic energy of 3 joules at the beginning of the displacement, what is its kinetic energy at the end of the displacement? Solution. F is given, F bar and D bar. So therefore W, work done, can be written as, so F bar dot S bar. That implies W is equal to, so 3I minus 12J dot 4I. So that implies W is equal to 3 into 4 only, that is 12 joules. In the second vector, no J term, no K term. So therefore I coefficient into I coefficient is the multiplication dot product, work done. And according to work energy theorem, W is equal to delta KE, change in kinetic energy. That can be written as KF minus KI, or that implies Kf, final kinetic energy, is equal to W plus initial kinetic energy. So work done 12, initial kinetic energy is given 3. So therefore our answer is 15 joules. That is option 4 is the right option. Next question. A particle moves in one dimension from rest under the influence of a force that varies with the distance travelled by the particle as shown in the figure. The kinetic energy of the particle after it has travelled 3 meters is. Solution. Force distance graph is given in the question. So work done, area under the force distance curve gives the work done. So area under FD graph, area under FD graph gives the work done. So that implies W is equal to, see first portion area, this is square area of this square, and so second portion it is another trapezium. So that is W is equal to, first one 2 into 2 plus half into sum of the parallel sides 3 plus 2 into perpendicular distance between the parallel sides. So that implies W is equal to 4 plus 5 divided by 2, that is equal to 4 plus 2.5, or that implies W is equal to 6.5 joules. According to work energy theorem, W is equal to delta KE. Here in this question, the particle moves in one dimension from rest. So initial velocity is 0. So therefore initial kinetic energy is also equal to 0. So Ki is equal to 0. Therefore W is equal to Kf is equal to 6.5 joules. That is kinetic energy at 3 meters. Kinetic energy of the particle after it has travelled 3 meters is 6.5 joules. Option 3, third option is the right option. And next question. A uniform cable of mass M and length L is placed on a horizontal surface such that its 1/nth part is hanging below the edge of the surface. To lift the hanging part of the cable up to the surface, the work done should be, see the solution. Let us first assume that here a table, on the table a chain of length L, a chain of length L is placed, and out of this a portion, that is L divided by N total, L by nth part of chain is hanging from the table. L by nth part is hanging from the table. Now the question is, when this hanging part, so let us take here weight of the hanging part is equal to m by n if total mass is taken as capital M. Now when chain is pulled on to the table hanging part, so the center of mass of the hanging part is raised by a height L divided by 2n, half of the length of the hanging part, that is h. Center of mass raised by a height h is equal to L by 2n. So therefore we know that W is equal to mgh is the formula, where m is m by n, capital M by n, g into h is equal to L by 2n. So that is equal to mg L divided by 2n square is the work done. So that is option 1 is the right option. Next question. A person of mass capital M is sitting on a swing of length capital L and swinging with an angular amplitude theta naught. If the person stands up when the swing passes through its lowest point, the work done by him, assuming that his center of mass moves by a distance small l, where small l is very less than to capital L, is close to. See, first option mgl into 1 minus theta naught square, second option mgl into 1 plus theta naught square, third option mgl, fourth option mgl into 1 plus theta naught square by 2. See here solution for this question. Let us first assume that when the person is sitting, center of mass in the first case, center of mass is located at a distance L from the point of suspension, and initial velocity is assumed as v0 when the person is sitting in the swing, and later when person is standing. So in the question it is mentioned center of mass is shifted to capital L minus small l, and after the person is standing, let us assume that v1 is the final velocity, v0 is initial velocity before standing, and v1 is the final velocity after standing. In both the cases, here there is no external torque acting on the system. So therefore angular momentum is conserved. Angular momentum is conserved. That is L1 is equal to L2. Total angular momentum before standing is equal to total angular momentum after standing. In terms of linear velocity, angular momentum can be written as m into v0 into L, initial angular momentum, is equal to final angular momentum is mv1 into L minus small l. So both sides cancel, so that implies v1 is equal to L divided by L minus small l into v0. Let us assume it is equation number 1. Again, total work done when a person is standing. Total work done W can be written as work done by gravity plus work done by person. According to work energy theorem, we know that W is equal to delta Ke, or that is equal to half m v1 square minus half m v0 square. So W also can be written as Wg plus Wp, that is equal to half m into v1 square minus v0 square. This we assumed as equation 2. So from equations 1 and 2, and Wg work done by the gravity, I am writing here continuation. So that is Wg can be written as minus mgl, work done against to gravity when center of mass is shifted a height of small l, plus Wp is equal to half m into V1 value. From equation 1, V1 can be substituted here. So, that is L divided by L minus small l whole square into V0 square minus V0 square, or that implies WP can be written as this minus MgL becomes plus MgL on the next another side, and plus half m V0 square is taken as common, and this I can write reciprocal here, L minus small l by capital L whole to the power of minus 2 minus 1. Now, L by L cancel. So, that implies in the next step we can write it as WP is equal to work done by the person is equal to, so MgL plus half m V0 square into 1 minus small l by capital L whole to the power of minus 2 minus 1. So, according to 1 minus x whole to the power of minus n is equal to 1 plus nx after neglecting the higher powers of capital L, because in the question it is mentioned small l is very less than to capital L. So, therefore, WP is equal to MgL plus half m V0 square into half m V0 square into 1 plus 2 small l by capital L minus 1. Here minus 1 plus 1 cancel. So, that implies WP is equal to MgL plus half m V0 square into 2L by capital L. Here 2 cancel, and that implies WP can be written as MgL plus m V0 square small l by capital L. But we know that in case of simple pendulum or simple harmonic motion, velocity at the mean position V0 can be written as A into omega, where A linear amplitude and angular amplitude relation is theta naught into L, and omega can be written as square root of G by L, or V0 square is equal to, so theta naught square L square G divided by L, one L cancel, that is equal to, so G L theta naught square, GL theta naught square, and finally, so we can get here, therefore, WP is equal to MgL plus it is remaining here. See, m V0 square small l by capital L. First we can write here m small l by capital L. In the place of V0 square, we can write GL into theta naught square. So, here L cancel, and MgL is there here, MgL is there in second term. So, that implies final step we can write it as WP is equal to MgL is taken as common. So, 1 plus theta naught square is our answer. WP work done by the person when he is standing in a swing, MgL into 1 plus theta naught, that is equal to second option is the right option. Second option is the right option. See the complete solution. Okay. Next, seventh question. A spring whose unstretched length is small l has a force constant K. The spring is cut into two pieces of unstretched lengths L1 and L2, where L1 is equal to NL2 and N is an integer. The ratio K1 by K2 of the corresponding force constants K1 and K2 will be. So I can write the solution here for 7th question. It is given in the question total length, 2 parts length is equal to total length. L1 plus L2 is equal to L. Also given L1 is equal to NL2, or this can be written as L1 divided by L2 is equal to N by 1. That implies L1 is equal to N divided by N plus 1 into L, and L2 is equal to 1 divided by N plus 1 into L. And we know that K, spring constant, is inversely proportional to its length. So that we can write it as K1 divided by K2 is equal to L2 divided by L1. By substituting L2 and L1, L2 is equal to L divided by N plus 1 into 1 by L1. 1 by L1 can be written as N plus 1 divided by NL. N plus 1 divided by NL. So here 1 plus N plus 1 no, N plus 1 cancel, L cancel. So that our answer is, the remaining is 1 divided by N. So that implies K1 divided by K2 is equal to 1 by N is the answer. 1 by N is nothing but option 3. Third option is the right option.